Welcome back, large language model automators, Python experts, and my dear friends. Loading PDFs, data into LangChain to use or not to use unstructured Python library. When you enter into LangChain and want to load PDF documents into the execution environment, there are multiple choices available. And when you have one challenge and when you have multiple choices, the question of which is best comes into picture. And before that also, you might be wondering, if you are like me, then you'll be wondering why so many choices for loading the PDF. PDF is just a file format, correct? Why so many choices? When I started researching, I understood that PDFs are not just one type. There are many types of PDFs, right? So you have research documents, you have thesis, you have presentations, you have PDFs that is filled with lots of pictures and stuff. There are so many varieties, and it all depends on the various purposes and the applications to which the PDFs are getting used. So the libraries that are developed are also catering to various kinds of PDF files also. There are some libraries that are very generic and it supports all the types of PDFs like PyPdf and Unstructured PDF. And when it comes to PDF Miner, PyMu PDF also has a level of genericness. However, PDF Miner and PyMu PDF will be better to work with general thesis level and also the PDFs which are not filled with lots of pictures. Okay, so this is overview of why so many choices. Okay, but finally, how are you going to actually use that in LangChain? See, this at the end of the day, the topic is about how to load the PDFs into LangChain. Correct? There are lots of choices. So how are you going to use it? And what I'm going to do is, I am going to offer you a choice. So you can take the blue pill. You can simply use PyPdf if you are in a hurry. Just use it along with recursive text splitter, and in LangChain it will work perfectly. In fact, that is the conclusion I am going to give in this video, and I will be showing you all the necessary the entire Collab notebook in a couple of minutes, where I will be showing you all the examples of this, and this will be the conclusion. And if you want to really understand how advanced PDF parsing works and how to explore it, and if you have PDFs coming from different sources, because PDFs are, as I explained, it's not from a single source, right? Then I would suggest that you take the red pill. Okay, and if you have taken the red pill, then immediately you can continue this video, or else I will give you the link, the timeline in the description. You can directly go to that location where I will start discussing the Collab notebook. Okay, now you have chosen the red pill and you are ready to go down the rabbit hole. Unstructured local inference, that is the library that you will be specifically using. It uses machine learning models also under the hood, and it has a lot of it is basically an interface with not just with Python functions. It has interfaces with large language models, yeah, correct. And we have machine learning models like through various machine learning harnesses, and it also works with regular Python code related PDF classes also. So the major classes that you need to consider is partition PDF, email, and HTML, and the regular partition option. Okay, so this is about unstructured local inference and overview. I will be going deeper into unstructured local inference in a moment. When it comes to PyPdf, it is open source pure Python PDF library. Okay, unstructured is not purely Python. It can actually interface with other programming languages applications also. So we will be seeing how it is being done. We will be installing a couple of softwares using apt install in Ubuntu, or in your particular Linux installation, you will be installing it in your native applications. In case of PyPdf, we will be primarily working, if you are working on only splitting, merging, cropping, and transforming a couple of pages inside the PDF, then PyPdf is the best option for you guys. Okay, it is purely an application oriented for PDF manipulation, while unstructured local inference library is oriented towards using PDF inside the machine learning environment, like natural language processing, image processing, etc. So you understand the divide, right? Now that we are going to go further, I am not going to discuss further about PyPdF. I'm going to discuss a bit more about unstructured library. Unstructured library works on this three types of modules inside the unstructured library. So there is partition bricks, there is cleaning bricks, and staging bricks. So they are given a new name. So for modules, they have told it as bricks, and each brick or each module can do the partitioning of the document that you provide based on various algorithms. It can clean the documents after it is getting partitioned, and finally you can stage it. This is interesting. So you can stage the document that is coming out of the unstructured library, and you can connect it to you can connect it to Python using dict. You can use dict to elements for JSON. You can convert to CSV data frame, and also you can stage it to Hugging Face as transformers. All these things can be done. When it comes to integration, there are lots of ML integrations available, starting from Argilla to Datasar, Label Studio, etc. And yeah, LangChain. That is something I should have highlighted, but still. When it comes to element support, so you might be wondering, Kamal, why are you going from right to left? So there is a reason for that. I will explain to you. The element support actually starts from basic text, and it actually works on various kinds of elements inside any of the documents. So take this particular page. Okay, this particular page has heading. This page has lots of smaller headings and lots of list items. When you are going to parse this inside the unstructured library, what will happen is each of this headings will be taken into separate element. Each of this list will be taken into separate element. Everything will be separated and given it to you. So we will be seeing that in action inside the collab notebook. So stay tuned for that. Next, the reason why I actually moved from right to left. The point I wanted to make here was that when I designed it, I wanted to talk from element support, ML integration, and bricks. Okay, but as I was explaining, as the explanation started, then the idea struck actually. See, it all starts with partitioning. Any particular document you provide, it starts with partitioning. Okay, then you have to do the cleaning, then you have to do the staging. That is how this works. So initially I was thinking, okay, I should first introduce this and then this, but then I thought, okay, no, let us first introduce what is available inside unstructured library, and then introduce what is possible. So that is the thing. And in case of LangChain abstraction, so this unstructured library is a separate library from LangChain. Inside LangChain, so as I was telling, unstructured local inference is a separate library that you can find the details in unstructured.io link. You can get all the information. Inside the LangChain again, that we have unstructured PDF loader. So that particular class will use unstructured as a backend. So like unstructured library is an interface over various documents in this world, LangChain is also an interface over various libraries in this world in Python, which can interface with large language model. So you understood the analogy, right? So the unstructured library can be the loader, and LangChain and the large language model will be the processors. So this is what I want want you guys to understand about it. This is purely a very simple primer about what is possible inside unstructured library. So if you are still interested, maybe I can go into this library and further research about it and make some more videos. Do let me know in the comments. But what I found, that this library is going to be very, very important, not just for large language models. It is going to be important for various other activities also, starting from regular text related search, that whichever you are doing, also this library will be very, very useful. And also if you are going to use for image classification or image related processing, which is going to come into near future it is already there with GPT-4. So this is going to only improve. So at that time, you will have to use such a library only. Again, the activity that we are right now doing is we are going to load data. Okay, I should have clearly told that we are going to load text data. So if it is going to be simply text data, then go with PyPdF. That is the best option available, and it has lots of benefits also. I'll be explaining that in a moment. As I was actually researching, I came across this unstructured library, and I want you guys also to understand this. That's the main reason why I wanted to take this kind of a presentation and show it to you guys. I hope that you like this. Do leave a like and practice on unstructured library also. This time I'll be showing you the Collab notebook in a moment. Okay, let us go there. If you're new to excuse me, if you're new to my YouTube channel and new to large language models, etc., take a look at this learn about AI language models and reinforcement playlist. You will get all the information necessary. Okay, what we are going to do is I'm going to briefly talk about briefly show you about unstructured.io. So you can find the details here. You can start installing. There is one thing that I wanted to highlight here again. Start installing unstructured in your own system. Okay, because there are a couple of challenges you will start facing when you install unstructured directly. Unstructured local inference. This is very important. Because what happens is when you use unstructured local inference, whenever you are going to use any of the large language models or any of the image classification, any of the OCRs, that is optical character readers, the model will be downloaded to your local machine. This part is very important. So you have to check whether your machine is capable of working with unstructured local inference. Since, see, I am using Collab notebook because I am showing you guys the ideas and the libraries. Okay, but when you are trying, do directly try it on your own laptop and share us the challenges that you are facing, and we can also work together. That is more important. At the end of the day, you have to use the library in your regular production and also finally into your products and make customers happy, right? That's the final outcome that you are targeting. Okay, that is regarding unstructured IO. So you guys can take a look. PyPdf is very simple. It's a free open source pure Python PDF library. It is purely used for working with, as I told, merging, cutting, and doing a lot of stuff with PDF documents. And yeah, you don't need an introduction to LangChain. But if you are new, if you came to this video suddenly from the internet through some kind of search or anything, then probably you might be wondering, okay, what is LangChain? Take a look at this. You will see all the information in this sidebar. You can have an in detail understanding over there. Okay. Now that I have introduced all this basics, let me go into the actual work. What I'm going, this particular Jupyter notebook will be shared to you over the GitHub repo. So this link also I will be sharing in the description. You can just click it and you will get to this repo, and then you can upload this by using where is it? So you can use upload notebook and you can use the GitHub link and you can start working on this. Okay, initially you don't need to do anything. It will say run anyway, so just give run anyway and it will start installing. Okay. As it is getting installed, I will be explaining you. I am installing the various libraries. This I am getting the data from here, and also I will be importing another data here from my local from the GitHub repo again. So that is called test.pdf.pdf. I will be updating that also. So this one that came here, I will be using that also. So that is the main benchmark that we will be referring to. With that said, the installation has started, and this will take some time, so don't worry about that. In the meantime, I will start explaining what is going on here. Unstructured, as I was explaining to you, I am installing not just unstructured, I am installing the related applications also. So I told you that we can use apt-get and install various utilities, right? These utilities are not written in Python. These utilities are written in other languages. It could be most probably it is C or C++, or it could be Golang or other languages. I have not researched on this applications as of now. This pillow is again, it's Python, pure Python, and we have unstructured. So unstructured, what happens internally is that they have written the Python harnesses or objects that can interface with the outside world, like Tesseract OCR or Poplar Utils, and do the necessary activity for you. You don't need to actually understand how these things work. Okay, you need to just understand how unstructured will interact with those applications. So this is what I want you guys to give a little more time and practice. Okay, yeah, at this moment for this particular tutorial, whichever you are following, you actually don't need to do that. If you are curious, then go ahead and do that. That's what I'm suggesting. You need, again, this Detectron 2 is also one of the OCR models. It's not the application, it's a model that is provided by the Facebook on image processing. Facebook has been releasing a lot of image processing library. Even today morning, when I was making this video, I saw they had released an image processing model on open source basis. So do try that out also. Do research about that. I'll be posting that link of that model in the description also. Okay, so I've given you the brief. So this is the data, and I'm going to this data comes with the HTML document as well as the PDF document. These are all basic. Functions that is available inside the unstructured library, which you can import the HTML document, you can import, and you can start playing with it. So the unstructured library internally creates it first of all splits everything, the pages, the content, it splits it, and then it gives it to you as elements. So you can start working with it, and elements are always unstructured object types. It's not Python objects, it's unstructured objects. So you need to, if you want to work with the elements, you have to convert it to native Python by using a string or by using int. So if it is integer, it is int, but most of the time it is string one. I'll be showing it to you in a couple of minutes. So here we are doing the PDF parsing of the data that we took it from the internet. So this is not something that I uploaded. This is taken from the internet, and we will be seeing how the output comes by checking the counter. And here you will actually see the type, and also the element.text will show you the text also. So I will show you to you in a couple of minutes as the things are loading. From here, I will be using the test PDF that I uploaded. So this test PDF is basically the README file from LangChain GitHub repo. So the top README file, I have just taken that and I have made a small PDF, test PDF, and I have loaded it here. We will be seeing each and every element. So you see this string test element equal to 0. So this is the test elements that is created by partition PDF, and you need to convert it into string in order for you to see what is going on. And we see that it creates 24 elements, and we can, by using this cell, you can see all the elements inside that. Okay, till this cell, I am only discussing about unstructured. I have not discussed about anything else. I'm just showing you how to install it, how to work on these various steps for exploring the unstructured library. So the installation has been completed, and in case of collab, you will not face any problem. The installation will go through without much of a challenge. In case of your local environment, I am 100% sure that it will ask you to install PyTorch. As you pull this local inference library, it will ask you to install Torch, and with Torch you have to install a lot of CUDA related drivers also. So before you start installing in your local machine, ensure that you have a good amount of data connectivity and also data bandwidth available. So yeah, Torch will be around some 700 MB of data, and after that the various other CUDA libraries will cost you another 500 to 600 MB of data. Keep that in mind before you start the installation in your local environment. Fine. Okay, also that is one of the benefits that we get in Collab. So you can actually experiment everything, but when you're going to go to your local environment, yeah, you have to give all the necessary things for getting it up and running. We are reading the example 10K, and we see that it has been read, and it is telling that, and you see the so this is actually showing the various pages that it has read, and it is showing the output here. You can check the 10K document also, and I think we can check it here also. Just a minute, let me try. I'm not sure whether it will open. So if it opens, it's a good thing. I can show it to you. PDF will not open inside Collab, so I cannot show you the PDF. So yeah, HTML is opening. So you see that HTML has lots of tags, but when it is passed through the unstructured library, everything is stripped. Only you get the text out of it. Okay, so everything that is not necessary has been totally stripped out of it. So you will see that the text data will be somewhere at the bottom. You can check it out. So this is how it works. And so just give me a second. These are the objects I was telling. So it is all unstructured documents object. So you have to convert it to string objects. So here we are trying to load the layout parser, and you see that it is downloading the model also for partitioning the PDF. And then you see the various elements. and you see the number of elements. So the title, the narrative text, the list items. So it gives us all the information that how many narrative text is there, how many list items are there. You can get all this information by using this counter. And yeah, this is the display. We are displaying the type of the element as well as the text of each element. So you see the title here and also the text, so introduction, and you see the narrative text and you see the actual data, text data. So like this you can explore. So this is a fairly simple Python library. If you are aware of Python object models and functions and methods, this is a very simple library to interface with. And now we are going to start working with our test PDF. Okay, so I am showing you the first element that it is taken. The first element, it is saying building application with the LLMs through composability. This is the tagline that you see inside LangChain. However, it doesn't give me the heading here. Okay, so you will see there are certain quirks also inside the inside this unstructured that I'll be showing in couple of minutes. And here is the element. So I am actually using the string over the element, and I'm converting all this element object to strings, and I'm getting the text. So you might be thinking, okay, how am I just using string and getting everything converted to the text? Already they are built in. So when unstructured guys have designed the document object, where is the object? So when they design this document object, they have designed in such a way that if I wrap it in string, then it will return the text value. So they have done such kind of internal coding. So that's why I'm able to get it. So you see all the data here. So this is what is inside the document also. Okay, I'm zooming in a bit. So I forgot to zoom in. So I hope that anyway. So I hope that you guys can actually see it better. You can actually take a look at the document also. But so now is the important step. So I just started the discussion. So till now it is all unstructured. So let me start working on the length of the elements. So you see the length of the elements, and then I am installing LangChain. Okay, this is from this point I'll be dealing with LangChain related objects. So unstructured PDF loader is a LangChain class which uses unstructured Python library. It is an interface on top of that library. So you see the abstraction levels. Unstructured is also already an interface. Let me go back to the presentation for a moment. Unstructured is already an interface over the various documents. So I told you, right? It is already an interface, and it also interfaces with various kinds of ML integrations. Now, on top of it, let us go back to the browser. On top of it, we have LangChain, which is going to interface on top of unstructured. So you must understand a couple of things here. So first of all, you must understand unstructured, how it is working. And then you need to understand how LangChain is using it. Both of these things are important, or else what will happen is there will be some confusions that will arise, which arose to me, and that led me to this kind of a research, and I am posting it to you guys so that it will be useful for you also. So what happens when I started working on directly unstructured PDF loader, I did not use this mode elements. So if you don't use this elements, mode equal to elements, the unstructured PDF loader will load the document as a single. Let me show you how it will load. Okay, what it will do is it will load it as a single full file. It will have only 1 or 2 pages, not more than that. So if I go and check the length right now, so if I check the length here, so I am telling test_lc.load. That is how you load the document in inside the LangChain environment. Once you do this, even if you use testlc load underscore and underscore split also, it will not split. That doesn't work that way. So I'll be showing how to use load underscore and split also in a moment. So you see this is giving me only 1. So it is not actually splitting based on the element. So I have to have the proper mode elements, and then only I need to use this. So this is first bummer that I found when I started understanding this. And okay, that is not the end of the story. So what had happened was, when I use these elements, right, all these elements get separated like this. There is no any link. For an example, there is no link between building application through composability and production support. There is no any kind of a link here. So what will happen is, when you are using with the large language models, all these elements will be considered as separate entities. And that will be a problem for you guys when you are going to load the model and start working with that. Even though unstructured library is awesome, it has lots of benefits, but when you are going to work with large language models, there is a the simpler option actually works best. So I'll be showing you that if you install PyPdf, now I am going to move into PyPdf. Okay, so I have completed, I have shown you how the LangChain interfaces with unstructured PDF loader. I have informed you that. Now I want to move to the PyPdf, where it is a very simple library. You see that it doesn't take a lot of space, it doesn't take a lot of time, it is very simple, and you have the native PyPdf loader, and if you load it, by default it will just split the pages. It will not do a lot of things. You can actually make it do a lot of things, but by default it is going to just load it, and it is going to give you just 2 pages. That's it. You saw that, right? And then what you can do is you can use recursive text splitter, and you can split the pages, and to any number of chunk sizes that you want. The benefit of this is, what happens is that you have to use this text splitter. So if you don't use the text splitter inside load and split, so if I use it as empty, then I will get only 2 pages. But if I use this text splitter, this is a recursive character text splitter that comes from LangChain. If you use that inside the text splitter, you will get the text properly split into 38 different parts. So here it is 28. You saw it was 24, sorry. Here you saw it was 24, but here you say 38, and it is not split based on elements and all. It is just splitting based on the length function. So inside all the character inside the what is it called, the PDF is converted into simple characters, and it splits it using just the length function. It doesn't think, and this will be having a lot more power to you than the regular one. So I will show it to you how this works. So I'll use the text splitter right now, and I'm using the same thing here. I'm just assigning it to a variable, and I'm going to show you a couple of I'm going to show you first. I'm going to slice the first 3 elements, and I'm going to show how's the chunk size and the chunk overlap works. So you see this, it starts with LangChain. This is the heading it starts with, and it ends with as you. Okay, and here you see this, it starts with as you. This is the second document. It starts with as you. It starts from support as you, and it ends here support as you. So this is the overlap that you see here, and this overlap actually helps a lot when you are going to, I'm pretty sure if you have been working with large language models, and if you have been working with documents, I have shared you a lot of information earlier about how to work with vector stores, how to work with embedding, a lot of things, right? And if you have been following, then you'll know the importance of this particular overlapping that is required. So whenever you are searching for the documents, the related documents will come out. If someone is asking about support, okay, if you are searching for support, if you are doing a vector similarity, both the links, both these documents will be returned back. If not, if it is properly split, then what will happen is only one of the part of the document will come to you, and that time you will not know the actual context of it. So this is the one of the important benefits that I find with PyPdf. You can control it. Yes, you can actually control this with unstructured library also. You can do this here also. So if you use a regular load without using elements, and then you can use the recursive character splitter, I agree. But think about the amount of effort you have to put. It is illogical, right? You have to put all this, you have to get in all these libraries, you have to work with all these things. It's not necessary. So go back to the presentation. So I hope that you understood what I was talking about. Yes, both these libraries are awesome. Both have their own benefits and disadvantages. You have to understand what is your challenge, you have to understand what is your environment, and then decide accordingly. If your environment is a very simple environment, it's an office going laptop for an example, then use PyPdf. You don't need to think about unstructured local inference at all, and that will actually give you a better result. At the end of the day, you have to get the final outcome, final result. So that is all for this particular video, guys. So I hope that you understood what I was trying to share with you guys. Do leave a comment and leave a like. Subscribe to my channel so that you will get further updates on both LangChain as well as big data and Python related libraries. If you are interested in unstructured library, do let me know in the comment. Maybe I can try to do some more research on that and get back to you with a more elaborate video about that and how it is getting interfaced with various other ML libraries. It could be a fun project for me also. I am also thinking about that, but still I'll be glad to look at think about your comments also. So with this, guys, I would like to take the leave as usual with 4 simple words: practice, 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 practice. Because this, now we are moving into testing phase. We are actually checking everything. So practice is more important. With this, guys, I will take a leave and have a great time. See you.